everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Life is Short and So My podcast. I am Satina, your host. Today I have an episode where I am interviewing one of my really good friends. Her name is Kellsey. We talk about her fitness journey. We talk about self-confidence and really believing in yourself and trying to get to those goals that we all have in life. And we also talk about habits and creating good habits to have a better quality of life and what does that look like. And Kellsey shares some intimate stories about her life, her childhood, things like that. And I'm really excited for you to be here. So I will stop blabbering so that you guys can hear this episode. So if you're listening to it, if you could just give this podcast a review, whichever platform that you're listening to it on, or if you are watching it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment on this video. It's greatly appreciated, helps me out. All right, on with the episode. Wait, it was Labor Day this weekend, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Monday.
What'd you do?
We had lunch with some friends. It was really nice. I made carbonara.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
It was good. I enjoyed it. They made chicken to go with it, grilled chicken. Mm-hmm. Which is really good.
That sounds good. Man,
what'd you do?
I want it. We went to Galveston. Oh, that's nice. And we ran on the beach road. Well, not the beach, but near the beach. We got some food. Yeah, walked around. It was pretty hot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's been really hot.
It's
for months.
Yes! I'm like, this is eternal summer.
Yeah.
Everyone is getting out like their pumpkin spice lattes and their scarves, and I'm over here like,
I still need my iced coffee.
Yes! I still need iced everything, and shorts and t-shirts, and oh my gosh, it's insanity.
Yeah.
So are you from here? Are you
No.
used to this?
No, I'm not from here. Alvin and I actually moved from Virginia in January of 2019.
Oh, wow. Wait, what brought you here?
We really wanted to try something new. My family was moving out here, like my sisters, my parents moved out here, and me and Alvin were like, all right, let's go see what's up in Houston. So
Dang.
we were really hesitant at first. We were like, what's out there? We've never been out here.
Yeah.
But we like it.
You like it so far? How long have you been here?
January 2019, so that's going on, what, 5 years?
5 years?
5 years.
That's
from
long.
January.
That's so crazy. To me, I'm like, oh yeah, 2020 wasn't that long ago. It's like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy. So you moved just before the pandemic happened. 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like a year before it happened, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And so the only people you knew were like your family, but
yeah. Yeah, the only people I knew was my family. Turns out Alvin had like some relatives here, but
yeah. About it?
Yeah.
Wait, it turns out? Did he not know that?
He didn't know that. Before we moved, he didn't know that.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know how close. He knew they were in Texas, but we didn't know how close they were. So it was
okay. And they're closer than you thought.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We got to see them.
Have you explored other parts of Texas?
I've been to like Dallas and Austin for like competitions and stuff. Not really to go out and explore though.
Right. Yeah. You still like Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Houston. Houston's pretty nice.
It's been cool.
It's definitely not cold here at all. It's been like 100 and something every single day.
Yes.
Forever.
For weeks. For months now.
Yeah. So you're originally from Virginia. And so were you born there too?
No. I was born in New York. So I lived in New York until I was about 11, and then I moved to Virginia.
Wait, what part of New York?
Long Island.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the Northeast, so that's why.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Northeast.
Yeah.
I see you.
That's funny.
That is funny. We're both short. We're from the Northeast.
Yes.
Wow. We're basically twins.
I know, right?
At this point, yes. So, I'm kind of going through my questions, but I'm also like, I like to bridge off into other subjects as well because it makes it more fun.
For sure.
I think.
You never know what will come up.
Exactly. So I know from social media, first off, your social media is like really aesthetic.
Thank you.
It's really pretty.
Thank you.
I'm like, wow, I don't know how to do that.
It's funny you say that because I look at my stuff and I'm like, oh, this isn't, I don't know, it could be better is what I think. Yeah.
I'm like,
no,
no,
I appreciate it.
No, it's pretty, and you always have something inspirational that you're sharing, and I'm like, yes,
Thank
I
you.
like that. But I've seen a lot of like your health journey and like your fitness journey. What got you onto that, I guess? And when did it all start? I'm just so curious.
So I started training jujitsu in 2016. It was like May 2016 when I started training, and I was pretty heavy at the time. We were 4'11", 175 pounds. I was,
Yeah.
Um, and what really got me started was Alvin's older brother. He's a black belt now, but Alvin's older brother was training at the time, and I was just curious. I went in, and I wasn't physically active in any other way, so I wanted to try something new and really see, what it was about. I went in there, I really enjoyed it, but as far as like my health and fitness journey, it started from me just finding something to keep me active.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you just kind of kept going with it, though.
Yeah, I kept going with it. I fell in love with jiu-jitsu my first day,
Mm-hmm.
and just the people that you surround yourself with. You hear so many stories about like other people's weight loss journey, or like how they've overcome some kind of something, right? And going in there, I was a super insecure person, but just starting to train and learning and just developing myself through the sport. That's what really has kept me going, just seeing the progress. So.
That's awesome. And like, I'm sure you did, because I feel like we all have, but like with jiu-jitsu, I know for myself, I have moments of like, I want to quit because it's a hard sport.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all,
For sure.
And so did you have those moments in the beginning?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I still have those moments sometimes. It's not an easy sport, and as you progress up the ranks and stuff, the target on your back gets a little bigger, and it's not easy, but I constantly have to remind myself, like, it's my journey, it's my progress, and you can't really compare yourself to other people, right?
Which is it's so hard.
It's
so hard, because like I know for myself, I definitely have done it. I probably still do it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I don't blame you. But it's something to just keep in mind,
Yeah. And what about like the weight loss part?
Yes.
So you love the jiu-jitsu part, and then the weight loss part, was that something that it was like your target goal was to lose weight, or did that just happen because of jiu-jitsu?
It was, when I started, I knew I wanted to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I started, I knew I wanted to lose weight. As far as how much weight,
yeah.
I didn't believe I could be as small as I am now at the time. So I was like, maybe 15 pounds, I'll be happy type deal.
Yeah,
right? And so it started with like, I want to lose weight, but really I wanted to get active and just see what I can do from there. And then my goal changed a little bit after that.
That's so cool. Like, did you have habits that you had to implement, like all of a sudden, like, oh, well, like for myself, I know I have to have habits of like that big water bottle over there, I bought it because I'm really bad at drinking water.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it. Water's gross, honestly. Like, it doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah,
like,
I understand.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so did you have to kind of change different habits in your life in order to get to where you were? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, even things as small as like taking the stairs instead of the elevator. I would commute to college like for classes and stuff, and had to park in a parking garage. And I would purposely make myself park on the 4th floor and just make myself walk up and down the stairs, just to keep myself a little more active.
Yeah.
I start developing habits.
Yeah, like every little thing kind of counts. Mm-hmm. And so, like, what about?
Yeah, I was going to say, just be careful when you put your feet down, because if you touch him, he'll freak out.
Yeah.
He'll think you're going to step on him or something.
Nope. I already have it in my head what I'm going to do. I was like, okay, when we end this, I am going to be like, all right, Kellsey, you want to move your dog?
Yeah.
Because I'm not moving it until he moves. We had a moment, in case anyone is wondering, we had a moment when I was setting everything up, and he just lunged. He just jumped on me, and I was like, oh, I don't think I reacted too much, so that was good.
No, yeah, thank you.
But like, oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Like, I think you were a little, antisocial.
Yeah, he has trust issues, I guess.
Apparently so. Does he not? Do you guys not have a lot of people over?
Not very often, no.
Okay, so maybe that's one.
Yeah.
Is that why? I wish you liked me. You're so fluffy.
That's what me and Alvin say. We wish he was more. We wish he was nicer because he's so fluffy and cute.
I know.
Like everybody wants to touch him, but he's like minimal.
Yeah, he's like, nah, don't touch me.
Yeah. This one though, this one will jump on you.
No. That one is so cute. What are their names?
This is Ash and that's Casey.
Casey and Ash. Are they both male?
They're both boys, yeah.
Aww. They're very cute.
Cute.
I wish you liked me, but whatever.
And
I'll be indifferent. It's fine. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Back to what we were talking about. We were talking about your health journey.
Yes.
And whatnot. Okay, so what are some like tips and tricks that you would tell someone like, I don't know, myself?
Well, I mean, it really depends on what your goals are.
Lose weight.
Lose weight. Okay. Well, for one, like I tell everyone, unless you're competing or something, right? Like your weight, the number on the scale isn't a huge deal, right? So what's most important when it comes to weight loss is really the nutrition. Now I know you already said you train like 3-4 times a week, which is really good. You're really active. So most important is going to be how you eat, right? So avoiding like highly processed foods, maybe eating more home cooked meals. And I personally really like the animal-based diet, so a lot of meats and a lot of proteins and fruits is what I eat most of the time.
So do you like cut out grains and like breads and that sort of thing?
Most of the time, I don't like to completely eliminate things.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Exactly, exactly. And then when I have bread, I try to make it at home. Or if I eat out, then I'm eating out. But I eat out maybe 2 times a week or something. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Of all the meals that I have. So
that's good. Do you have places you really like? Like, do you have a favorite?
Like places we eat often.
Yes.
Chipotle is one.
Okay, yes.
I really like
Chipotle is.
If we really want to like go out to eat something good, I love whiskey cake and I love their dessert. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Never had it.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
What kind of dessert is it?
It's like it's like a chocolate toffee type cake with like a homemade whipped cream on top. It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
If you like chocolate toffee and all that stuff.
That sounds
so good. Yeah.
That's the one thing I have learned is that Houston is literally like any kind of food you could ever want.
So much food.
It's here.
Yes.
Like, no wonder why I gained weight. Like, there is so much here.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even think I have like scratched the surface of the food, and I've had so much of it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I've learned, and I don't know if you've noticed this coming from the East Coast to Texas, is that like, you know how they say everything is bigger in Texas, right?
Portion sizes.
Yes.
It's huge. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like Ryan and I will go to this place called Kenny and Ziggy's. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
So it's a Jewish deli.
Okay.
And it's so good. But you could get like, I don't know, if you just were like, oh, I'll just have the what is it? The cheese and the bread. Oh my gosh. I can't think of what you call it. Whatever. A certain sandwich. And if it has meat in it, the meat is like this much meat. It's
they stack it on there.
Yes, it is insane. I wouldn't. I couldn't eat all of it myself. There's no way that I could eat it all myself.
Yeah.
I was like, this is nuts. So we go and we'll like share. Sometimes if Ryan is feeling, ambitious, yeah, then he might eat all of his food, but then he won't eat anything else the rest of the day.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I have never seen such large portions in my life.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
very
insane. No, Texas is just so different.
Yeah, it is. But yes, a lot of good food spots. I really enjoy Vietnamese food too.
Ooh, okay. Nice. So like the pho?
Yes. I actually like the vermicelli bowls.
Oh, yeah, those are good too. I like those a lot. Really good. Except I can't eat it in this weather.
Yeah.
It gets too hot for this.
It's very hot.
Oh my gosh. So we talked about kind of a little bit of an overview of like your life and who you are a little bit. So like, do you have siblings? Are you only child?
I'm not. I actually have 3 younger sisters.
Oh, you're the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Me too.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I am the oldest.
That's cool. How many siblings do you have?
Oh, I have
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I mean, being the oldest, you know, it's cool.
It can
It's
be.
fun. Yeah.
We paved the way for you.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's true.
My youngest sister is actually 12. So there's a big age difference there.
Oh my gosh. Not gonna lie, I actually have no idea how old you are.
Really?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're in your 20s still.
Okay.
Wait, no, I can't ask that. It's cheating. I was gonna say, when did you go to college? No, wait, that's cheating. Never mind. I can't do that. I'm gonna guess you're 28.
Close. I'm 29.
I was close.
You were very close. Yeah. I'll be 30 in January.
Oh my gosh. How do you feel about that?
I guess indifferent. I don't know. I'm not sad. I'm not excited.
Yeah,
it's just,
you're not gonna
do like be 30.
What is it like? Some people will have their birthday as like a funeral.
Oh really? Oh my gosh.
Saying goodbye to your 20s.
Oh my gosh.
Like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I don't really have any plans.
Yeah.
If I had to guess what I'd be doing, it'd be a dinner with Alvin and my family and some friends.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But I hear the 30s are the new 20s, so
That's what they're saying.
that's what they say. Like for real.
Come here.
Here, like, no. Anyways, I don't know where I was talking about. Oh yes, so you're 30. Mm-hmm. No,
Almost,
you're not.
Almost.
You're
30.
not. You're not 30.
I'm not 30 yet.
No, you're not. Wait, how old is Elvin around the same age as you then?
He's 28.
Okay, 28.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Where'd you all meet? College?
I met in high school.
What?
Yeah.
You're really?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Did you guys go to the same college?
We didn't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
High school sweethearts.
Yes. Yeah, we've been together a long time.
I love it. I like it. He's like, eh.
He's half Chihuahua. He shakes so much.
Aww, little baby. Half Chihuahua, half. What's the other half?
Lhasa Apso is what I was told.
Oh, cute. You're fluffy and tiny, like a Chihuahua. Okay, so my next question is, what is your biggest motivator in life? Like, what gets you up in the morning? I know it's not just a fitness journey,
right?
For you. Like, it's a lifestyle. So,
yes.
What is that? What's the one thing that you're like motivated by? What are your hopes and dreams? I have so many questions.
So, what keeps me going?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, there are a lot of things that keep me going. Like Alvin and I have really big goals as far as like our finances and starting a family at some point and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, just thinking about that, it really gets me up, gets me going, and it has me working on everything I'm working on. And then from there, like my sisters and my family, like just wanting to create a better life for me so that I can help others as well.
Oh, I like that. And like how, like, I know you do art and you're working at the gym right now, but like you're not going to work at the gym forever, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you have other goals. And so what are those? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So building a company that I can, sell products off of. I'd love to start like training people at something like personal training. So I do like private lessons and stuff like that as well. I thought about going into teaching, like an art teacher. So just
that's so cool.
Yeah,
I could see it. You're a good teacher.
Thank you.
Like this girl. If you ever need to know anything in jiu-jitsu, I'm sure she's got you.
Thank you.
Because you helped me a lot.
Thanks. I enjoy helping people. I know how much the sport has done for me, and I know like jiu-jitsu, it can be fun, but it helps so much as far as like mindset goes and applying that to other things in your life as well.
Yeah, because there are things that I've learned in jiu-jitsu that go beyond just technique.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I mean? Like when I moved to Houston, I think what I've noticed is that it's hard to make friends as an adult.
Yeah.
I'm 25.
Yeah.
And when I moved here, I was 23. Mm-hmm. I guess I was like 23. And it was so hard to find like community. How do I make friends? Like, how does this work?
Right.
And so, like, it was definitely something that I was navigating because I was coming from, like, literally living in one place for, like, 20 some odd years or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so then going somewhere completely new, it was terrifying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
like absolutely terrifying. And so then when I came to the gym, I was like, oh, I remember meeting you the first day. You were the first person that I ever met at Revolution.
Yeah.
By the way. And
I'm usually up front.
yes, I know. And it's like, yeah, you work there. Sure. Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
But you were so welcoming and you were just really kind to me.
Thank you.
And that's something that I'm going to remember, like, for a very, very long time. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So those little things that you do for people and, like, you wanting to help people, I love that.
Thanks.
That's,
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I can't wait to see the company. Is it like something that you have been working on for a long time, kind of?
Yeah. As far as like my artwork goes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, like I do logo design and we print apparel and stuff for people. But yeah, like
Sure,
printing
she's one
shirts,
too.
designing shirts and stuff like that. It's what
Mhm.
I love doing.
Yeah.
I actually have taken a break off of like drawing and stuff for a little bit, but I do want to get back to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure your creative mind is like floating.
Yeah.
Ideas.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
was going to wear one of your t-shirts.
Oh really?
And then I was like, oh, they're all in the laundry. Great.
That's so funny. I mean, I feel like everything I own is a design of mine now, so
Yes. I love it. I mean, I have a picture that I got from you, and it's hanging up somewhere in my house.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Because that's my thing is I'm trying to fill my house with art that other, like, people I've known or just people, it's not like fast art,
Yeah.
I guess, or like factory made art, which again, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just like, no, I want all the art in my house to be like some that my friends have made or have some sort of meaning behind it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing for like this wall.
Mhm.
Just getting like artwork from you said friends or people that are local.
Yeah,
You know,
I like that. I think I'm gonna stick to it.
it's cool. I like
Even though I'm definitely no interior designer at all.
that. Me either.
So, okay, I'm already on question 7. We're doing great. So can you share about a moment that kind of changed your life forever, either in a positive or negative light, and like how did you handle that?
Yeah. Oh man, it's pretty hard to like pick a moment that changed my life. I guess.
Yeah.
I know one moment that like really impacted my art at one point was we went to El Salvador back in 2017 and I almost drowned in the ocean and that was really scary for me. It was really scary, but when I came back, I feel like it gave me a new perspective on everything. I was very grateful for the life that I lived. Right?
Yes.
Um,
I would be too.
yeah.
It's like a near-death experience.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. So, going through that, like I felt super creative when I came back, and then very motivated to just get myself going, which I guess is pretty normal for like people that go through experiences like that, right? But it also helped me shift my mindset a little bit. It wasn't so much about like just coasting through life. It was more about like setting goals and actually working towards something.
Yeah.
Because at that point in my life, I had to take a break off of college, and so going back was not as important at the time. But coming back from that, like I really assessed all my goals and just came back to it.
Wow. Okay, so you were an adult when all that happened.
Yeah, I was in 2017. I don't even know how old I was.
Yeah. Wow.
Can't math right now.
It's okay. Math is not. That's terrifying. I don't think I've ever had like a near-death experience, but I mean, I guess being an orphan for myself is definitely, and then like coming to America and being adopted, that definitely is like the one thing that has changed my perspective on life, and like not even really changed because I was so young, but it definitely, I feel very grateful every day for the opportunities that I do have, and because if I stayed in Africa, I don't know what would have happened to me.
Do you remember being out there?
Not really. I don't remember a ton. I remember the orphanage and some of the kids and stuff like that, but like I'm not super, like I don't remember everything. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was at a Mother Teresa orphanage.
Oh, wow.
And my parents, the people that adopted me, they couldn't have kids for like 9 years of their lives, and then they ended up adopting. That's so cool. So here I am.
Yeah.
But yes, so I get that.
Yeah.
I do. Definitely.
It gives you a new perspective for sure.
Yeah. But I feel like that's what life is, though, because like life is really what you make it. You know, like you could have, I don't know, you could have the best life ever, be financially stable, grow up that way, maybe kind of have everything handed to you, sort of. It's like, you know what I mean? And everyone thinks like, oh yeah, like
They haven't made.
yeah, they haven't made. There's no reason for you to feel whatever they might be feeling. But it's like, no, it's perspective. It's not. It's not about what you have.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's
I
really.
agree.
It's really how you look at life, I guess. I'll get off my soapbox. Now that I've gone through that.
Oh, you're good.
So would you say that like your journey from the time that you started jiu-jitsu, I'm using jiu-jitsu as the example, but you can definitely cite something else if you want.
Yeah.
But like starting at the beginning of your jiu-jitsu journey and then to where you are today, do you feel like you've grown in confidence, like in yourself?
Yes. Yes. Not to say that I don't still struggle sometimes,
Yeah.
but it's definitely, I mean, it's changed me as a person. Like when I was in high school, I was the person that would like, oh my gosh, I know people dread going up for like oral presentations and stuff, but like I was up there and crying during my oral presentation. It was probably made it that much worse.
Yeah.
But and then there were times that I would like just not do it because
Wow.
I was so nervous to get up in front of people for whatever reason. But now like I'm teaching classes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Wow.
yeah, so getting out there and like actually teaching the classes was super. It was really big for me, right?
It's huge.
Internally. And now like seeing myself now from like when I started teaching a few years ago. Maybe a year or two ago now, almost 2 years maybe.
Okay. I was gonna ask when that started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, like looking back, I definitely feel a lot more confident up there in front of people.
Yeah.
And, showing what I know, what works for me, and yeah. So I would say, yeah, my confidence level has definitely changed.
Oh my gosh.
Which is cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like to think that you were at a place where it gave you so much anxiety.
So much anxiety.
And like now look at you.
Yeah.
I've seen you teach.
Yeah.
Girl.
Thank you.
Get it.
Well, that's why I say like don't compare yourself to other people because your journey is so different. Like I don't know. Everybody goes through different things, and that was huge for me. Like not being able to talk in front of people, and then like teaching, right?
Yeah, that's huge. So like, for other people who might be listening to this, and maybe they're struggling with their confidence in themselves or something like that, what is the piece of advice that you would give them, considering your journey?
Well, for one, don't compare yourself to other people,
Preach.
and then progress over perfection. I mean, I say that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Focus on progressing daily, making small steps towards your goals. Like
Yeah.
I talked about, we talked about the daily habits. Like maybe you change one thing at a time. Like you cut out soda instead drink water. And that's like the one health thing that you do for a month or something.
Right.
But just like small progress, and don't beat yourself up. Maybe one day you drink soda out of the whole month, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing that's helped me really build my confidence is focus on myself, stop comparing myself, and then focus on my progress. Like, am I working towards my goal? Am I getting there little by little? I mean, some days may be better than others, right? It always is.
Exactly. And like, I feel like when you do those things every day, there was a quote. Oh my gosh, who said it? C.S. Lewis. Do you know who C.S. Lewis is? Okay, so he's a theologian, but there's a quote that he has that makes so much sense, and I think it goes, I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like this. Day by day, nothing changes, but then you look back, and everything has changed.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's kind of the same idea. Like maybe in the day-to-day, it seems like maybe progress isn't happening, and you're like, what the heck? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing wrong? I know for me, that's exactly how I think.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I don't see progress, like in the mirror, if that's what I'm thinking about, or like in whatever project I'm doing, and it's one of those, just, you have to have that habit. It has to be, I don't know, consistency,
For
I
sure.
guess.
Yeah, staying consistent is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, looking back at your progress and celebrating those small wins. You know, like you said, maybe on the day to day you don't see it, but like I'm sure you've had a friend that comes around maybe 2 weeks later or something, and you're like, wow, you look like you've lost some weight.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, thank you. Like,
Exactly.
Yes. So, yeah. I mean, maybe you don't see it, but if you look back, you'll start to notice things.
And yeah, that's so true. I just had another question come up in my head.
Okay.
So, considering that we live in 2023 and there is like this body positivity movement, considering like where you have been and where you are now, how do you see that movement? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's, I don't know. So many questions.
So that's a hard question.
It is. I know. It was one that's not on the list.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, I have nothing against like people doing their thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as you're happy,
That's the biggest thing.
you know, that's the biggest thing. But
Yes.
like, I want people to be healthy, you know?
Yes.
So if you're like promoting overeating, processed foods and all this stuff, like that's not something I can support because
No.
that's not helping your well-being. All of that impacts like your physical health and your mental health as well.
That's so
I'm
true.
not sure if you've read about that, but like what you eat actually impacts your mental health.
I never
Which is
thought about
insane.
that, but that makes sense.
Yeah. So I like that's how I feel about it. Like I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel good. If that works for you, great.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's promote being healthy. You know,
Yes.
that's what I care about.
Yes. And I think that sometimes gets lost in translation, where it's like you have to separate accepting people for who they are
Right.
versus being healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Promoting this like, well, people should love me the way that I am, and it doesn't matter. It's like, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a given. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter what the scale says.
Exactly.
And people should accept you. Your health
Exactly.
journey is yours. But people then going around and promoting that like obesity is okay, like
Yes.
ugh,
That's
No,
what
no.
that will be like.
like I can't support that.
Exactly.
It's like, but I do support you as a person.
Mhm.
Like you being happy and healthy. Yes. Now I can't say like I don't know. There's
like
a lot.
I can't tell you what to. Well, I can't make you do what I think is best for you.
Exactly.
You do what you think is
You're
best
the only
for
one
you,
that
right?
knows what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But-
Exactly. Oh man. Cool.
That was a good question.
Yeah. I don't know why I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things that, like, I feel like I can't just talk about it with just anybody, but for people who have been there,
Yeah.
who've been at that point in their life,
Yeah,
I feel like it's a valid thing to talk about, and it's something that people don't want to talk
I can see what you're saying. Yeah, because some people, like, you know, they haven't been through that, you know, being unhealthy and then going to healthy. Some people have been thin their whole life or something. But
Right.
And then
Exactly. And even, like, the whole, like, being thin does not equal healthy. That's
Exactly.
true.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, there's such thing as skinny fat.
Yes, there is.
It's crazy.
I see, like, some of these, like, TikTok or YouTube videos or whatever of girls being like, man, I wish I looked like this person because they can just eat whatever they want. And it's like, you don't know their journey.
Right.
You have no idea what health conditions they might have.
What's going on in the background. Exactly.
You have,
Exactly.
Yeah, like, just because you're thin or skinny or whatever does not mean that you don't have health problems.
Yep. Yep. It's very true.
It's a thing,
It is.
you know?
It is, which blew my mind because I was the type of person that would look at people and yeah, just like that, compare myself. Like, oh, I wish I could eat like them and stay
still-
skinny.
Yes.
And all that, right?
Oh, I've thought the same thing before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then realize how unhealthy that is. Like, wait a minute. It's you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know the battles that they might be facing. Whether that is mental health, because I think that has a lot to do with your body composition as well,
Yes.
which I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like, I would think that your mental health, because the way that you look at yourself, your confidence in yourself, and what you're putting into your body is going to dictate what you look like.
For sure.
You
It
know?
does. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It does. It's about respecting yourself and your body and your health.
Yeah. Yeah. So respect yourself, people,
Yes.
and love yourself. because you are fantastic just the way that you are. Stay healthy though. So if you could go back to, like, let's say when you were like 10 years old, and I don't know what 10-year-old Kellsey was like, but what would you tell your younger self if you were able to go back there? Be like, hey girl.
So I always struggled with my weight as a kid. And I was bullied as a kid as well. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if I could go back to that age, I think I would just tell myself that, you're enough, right? Like, you don't have to look a certain way or perform a certain way to feel like you deserve anything.
Yeah.
Right? As long as you're willing to put in work and, do things for yourself that you enjoy, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to just feel like you're enough to take up space in the world, right?
Yeah, that's huge. Just because, like, I think a lot of people can, that could resonate with a lot of people. Just the fact that, like, you deserve to be you.
Yeah.
You deserve to be confident. You deserve to be happy. Because I know for myself, I've gone through, like, moments in time where I'm like, well, I don't really deserve A, B, C, and D. Like, it's such a sad mindset.
It is, and it's hard. It's a topic that's really difficult to talk about because, like, there's one thing to say you deserve it, but not do anything to actually get there, and then one thing to say you deserve it, but, like, you're actually working towards it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, there is a difference if you're not actually working towards that.
Yeah,
because then it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but it's like, I guess it's more so like believing that you can get there is what it'll come down to. Right?
And I think and this mindset goes for all aspects of your life, I think. Because that could be, I don't know, it could be weight loss. It could be a goal that you have for your business or for your career or your relationship with whoever.
For sure. Yeah, I think that was the biggest mindset shift that I had as far as weight loss goes.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I started, I didn't think I could get to 120. When I started, I was 175. I was like, okay, if I can get to like 160, I'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
But I struggled, and I stayed around like 150, 160 for a few years because I didn't think I could get any smaller until I was actually like, okay, I think I can. I just have to change these things, And then, I mean, over time, I got here. So.
Yeah, and now here you are.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't talk about this if you don't want to, but you said you were bullied in school for it?
I was bullied in school. I had some girls tell me, like, they didn't want to be my friends. I was fat or whatever, which sounds silly, but I was a kid.
Yes.
Of course that hurt.
Yes.
Right?
It's your formative years. Like, your brain is still developing, and you have big feelings.
Yeah.
Like,
so all of that, I guess I was always conscious of, like, what I looked like at that point.
Wow. So to tell a kid that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To have a kid tell another kid that is
it's just like,
why?
What are you doing? Who taught you this?
Right.
You need to go talk to your parents.
Yeah, and you don't think about that as a kid. You just hear what you hear. But now thinking back, I'm like, wow, what was she going through?
Yes. That means that, like, whatever she was going through, or, like, I feel like, so with kids, what I've noticed and seen, I guess, is that kids will repeat what their parents say. Or repeat what whoever is around them. Yeah. They're just, whoever they're surrounded by, that's what they're going to be like. Yeah. Which is so interesting. Because, like, kids are super, they're very impressionable.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. And, like, that makes sense. Yeah. That, like, your confidence would be lower and, like, anxiety and things like that. Like, it makes so much sense.
Yeah. And you don't realize that till you grow up. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like, looking at you now, I'm like, I want to be like Kellsey someday. She's so cool. And confident and kind. Oh my gosh. And she has an aesthetic Instagram. We should go follow her, by the way. Go follow Kellsey.
Thank you.
So, getting towards the end of my questions, if you had the attention of the world for 5 minutes, what would you want that to know? What would you want the world to know? If everyone was listening to you, Kellsey.
If everyone was listening to me.
Yes.
Man. If I could tell the world anything, I guess it would be, well, for one, to be kind, right? Like being kind to other people, I think is so important, just because you never know what people are going through, right? They could be fighting some mental battles you have no idea about, and like for me, that's been huge, just because I know I've gone through things, and like when I meet a kind person, like I had one person, I had a really bad day, and for whatever reason, this person decided to buy me Chipotle one night. And I started crying. I was like, I don't even know who this guy is, but I was
so
it was like an older man. He just started showing me pictures of his grandkids or something.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm buying your meal. And I was like, oh my gosh.
That would make me cry.
So yeah, I think I called Alvin crying. I was like, I can't believe this. So yes, be kind to other people. Focus on yourself, and being kind obviously means like you're not hurting other people, so you can focus on yourself and building yourself up to be healthy and confident and just, radiate positivity so that other people can feel like they can be the best version of themselves as well.
Yes.
You don't want to make other people feel insecure about themselves just because you're feeling insecure, for one. And we make progress daily. Focus on the progress, not being perfect, because no one's perfect. We all have things to work on.
Yeah,
so
we do.
I think that's what I would tell you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Listen up, world. She's got some wisdom.
Thank you.
For sure. No, I think you brought up some good points about that. I think what I'm noticing is that a little theme in our podcast is confidence is key, and loving yourself and respecting yourself is a big thing.
Yes.
So I feel like once someone loves themselves, then they have enough love to be able to love everybody else around them in the way that everyone else deserves.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard the thing like hurt people.
Yes, I have.
I don't know. I don't want to be a person that hurts people.
No, me neither. Me neither. I think life is short.
Yeah, and so are we.
And so are we, that's true. But life is so short, and it's too short to, one, mope around and be like, oh, I wish I looked like this person, or I wish I did this, or I wish I was better at this, when you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Life is too short. Go out there and do it. If you have a goal, a dream, a desire, what have you, go do it. Go start doing it. And you'll see the progress every time. And it takes time. And I think that's the thing, is that a lot of times I think people just want the end goal like that.
People are hoping for the overnight success.
But but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I wish it did.
I know, right?
It would be so nice. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the way it works.
Yeah.
But Kellsey, thanks for being on my podcast.
Thank you for having me.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I was really nervous at first.
Do you feel better?
I do. I do. You're really easy to talk to.
Oh, thank goodness. I tried. I'm like, okay, how do I make my guests feel comfortable?
Yeah. Well, I mean, since I've met you, though, you've always been super kind and easy to talk to. So
stop. You're making me blush. We can't do this. What has been your favorite part of this episode?
Ash.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Definitely need a little bit.
I didn't expect him to come up here, but there's him.
But it looks so natural.
Yeah. That's funny. My favorite part of this episode, I don't know, I think the 5 minutes thing got me. I wasn't sure where I was going to go with that. But,
you went on the soapbox and you stood there, and I love it.
And I think your ability to just make me feel like I could talk, right? So we talked about confidence and all that a lot, and I was really nervous coming on here, but you've helped me with that, so thank you.
I love it. Now that means you're going to be on 10 more episodes.
Yeah, right.
Someone else's podcast. It is great.
That'd be cool.
No, actually, when I asked you to be on, you were like, boom, yes. And I was like, wait, what? Let's go.
I'm always down to try new things. Not to say I'm not going to be nervous, but yes.
Of course. But that's good.
Yes.
That's such a good trait to have, because it's like, if you don't try, you're never going to know.
Exactly.
You know, if you just let your fear do its thing.
Let your fear hold you back.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere. So.
You ain't going to get nowhere. You're going to stay in the same spot for a long time.
Exactly.
But anyway, thanks, Kellsey.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. I am going to put Kellsey's Instagram down at the bottom of the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and it's going to be in the podcast notes if you're listening to it anywhere else. It's going to be available everywhere.
Awesome.
Do you have anything else? Like, do you have a, I don't know, Etsy shop?
I actually do have an Etsy shop. I don't have much on there, though. And then I have my YouTube channel
as
well.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Go check out her Etsy shop with her couple items that she has. They're probably great.
Thank you.
But if you follow her Instagram, you will know when a new t-shirt drops.
Yes.
Because that's where she puts it out.
Yes.
So,
there are a few designs coming out soon.
and they're comfy, and they're cute, and they're one of a kind. OGs. So there's that. So definitely go do that. And I will have all of that in the description. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye. I never know how to end things.
I always say at the end of my videos, I say, take care.
Take care.
Wait, no, I end it.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode or listening to it wherever you listen to podcasts. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great week. I'm excited for y'all to continue to follow along with me on this journey. Bye.